Alrighty, boys and girls, welcome to Sunday. It is May the 15th, and it is Sunday. Yes, sir, Bob. Hope you all had a fantastic week. I know I did, I think, because, I did nothing all week. Yeah, that was fun. Woo! I worked hard. Alright, so we're just sitting here in my basement, drinking my coffee. Alright, so what's in the news? Well, we're going to get to that in a minute. First, we're going to talk. It amazes me how many people still constantly ask me, Jerry, how you doing? When are you coming back to trucking? Blah, blah, blah. It's almost like they don't watch the past previous videos, or they watch one in every 10 videos and then ask questions that have been answered many times over. But anyway, not to harp on you guys, but all right, so we'll answer it yet again. I don't know. A lot hinges on the fact that I still have to do a stress test at the end of this month. I start my physio at the end of this upcoming week, finally. So whether I'll be ready or not to pass that stress test, I don't know. But we'll see. So right now, if everything goes good, it'll be sometime in June. A lot of people are asking, where are you going? Am I coming back to Celadon, which is now Hyman? Don't forget, Canada division is Hyman now. Or am I doing something else? That I'm not 100% sure yet on either. I haven't heard from them in dog's age. But either way, I need some certain conditions met before I go back to work with anyone. I am not going to go back out on the road full time 2-3 weeks at a time. That's just not going to happen. So I'm looking at a couple options. I'm going to give the option to Celadon / Hyman. If they can, fulfill those my needs, then no problem. There is something that's a little worrisome, which we won't get into today, and it appears they've changed their pay package again. So I'd have to see where I fall in on that, because of being a lease operator, they tend to throw you back down underneath the bus to the basics again. So, which doesn't thrill me in the slightest. So that, and I have another possible option that is sort of really good. I mean, it would be 4 days on, 4 days off. Just be running short down into like maybe Ohio or something like that, Indiana and back, and that's it. Once a week, and that's a possibility. We're not sure exactly on that one just yet. So anyway, there you go. It'll be June. It'll be the earliest that I'm back. Whether it be the beginning or end, I don't know. Middle. We'll say the middle for now. So, all right. So let's get into some new stuff. That's right. We're talking about guns. Guns and truck drivers. A combination that may not necessarily go well together. All right. So, yeah, that's right. Guns. Oh, my goodness. I'm just looking at myself, and I got major pillowhead going on here and the Spock look. Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's carry on with this. I'm just going to bring up the story here real quick, and then we're going to get on talking about this temporarily here. Okay, so this week, again, another freaking shooting, okay, which is, where's my pointer? There it is. Okay, a 44-year-old man of New Jersey was shot 3 times, including once in the head, along Interstate 10 in Jacksonville this week. Okay, so he was traveling down the highway, it says eastbound between Commerce Parkway and Chaffee Road, when he changed lanes after proceeding through a construction area, according to Jacksonville.com. The driver of a semi hauling a 53-foot trailer then pulled alongside him and bumped his truck, and basically did a side swerve thingy madoohickey, and then started shooting, open fire, which ended up hitting the other truck driver 3 times, and the fatal shot obviously being the one in the head, and that truck ended up veering off and going off into the bush. They did happen to mention here, and I'm sorry, this is not a funny story by any means, but for some odd reason, this reporting agency decided that that he normally has a dog with him, who often traveled with him, was unharmed. Okay, like this story even needed the dog mentioned. Really? Okay, so the important thing, this guy was shot while driving. Road rage at its finest. And you know, a lot of you guys go out there saying, oh, we need to be able to carry guns for our safety. Well, the problem is too many of you don't know how to carry the guns and aren't using common sense, evident in this particular case. You all spout off by saying safety, but yet, let's face it, I've seen the way that some individuals act just on the BRT Facebook page. I can only imagine if they get into some kind of road rage situation, they're going to pull out the gun and shoot somebody, because I see it mentioned here all the time. Oh, I'm going to kill you if I see you. I'm going to beat the crap out of you. You know, the whole keyboard Rambo crap that goes on. And it just amazes me. And these are the exact same people that want to carry guns in their trucks. And they say, oh, it's for safety. Yeah, no, I really hope that they buckle down with the gun law. This is my personal opinion. And I don't need anyone putting comments down below about how it's their right and this and that, and I can do what I want. I really don't care what you want, and I don't care if it's your right. It's not the point. This is perfect evidence that some people just should not carry guns, and that's the majority of you, because you don't know how to handle yourselves. And I'm not speaking to any one particular individual here. I know a few people that do have guns, and I'm pretty sure they could use common sense and handle themselves, just because I know the people. But there's a lot of you out here who, when I see the way you act on Facebook, I can only imagine the way you would act in person. And your only answer would be probably to pull the gun and shoot the person, just by the attitudes that are displayed on Facebook by some people. So, anyway, yeah, sad story. Another trucker killed by a trucker, all due to road rage, and thinking the answer was to let's pull a gun and shoot this individual. Yeah, that was a real bright decision. All right, so let's bring up our next story here. I have no fancy picture or anything like that to put up here. And I'll put the link down in the description. It'll be titled Bonehead Driver. Okay. I don't know, someone needs to explain to me this obsession with Americans, and I'm sorry, it is Americans, because you don't see YouTube videos or Facebook videos about Canadians doing this. It's only Americans that do this. And they start spouting off their Fourth Amendment right, and they don't have to do this and they don't have to do that. Which just tells me that there's a lot of people, a lot of Americans, and I don't want to start an argument or a fight. I'm not trying to pick on Americans, but it happens in America only, in the United States, of these individuals, and it's always the younger ones. It's the young, 30 and below, I would say. 30 and below. The millennials that do this. They saw one person do it and posted it on Facebook, YouTube, and now everyone's got to do it. And that is refusing to show either ID or just to give up any information as to who you are as a person. Story that I'm thinking of, there's actually two stories. One is a trucker, one isn't. But let's talk about the trucker one, because we're a trucking channel. Okay. Pulled up, everyone knows in the South you have the check stations, immigration check stations. And when you pull into these places, there is a procedure that you need to follow. Now, none of these places go against your Fourth Amendment rights or your right to privacy, etc., etc., okay? They're exactly what they are. These places and the rules that govern them supersede any of your, and I don't want to say this wrong because I know it's going to spark an argument. I was going to say supersede your rights. No, it doesn't. Depends on what they do. They are allowed to detain you. They're allowed to stop you. They're allowed to ask you questions. But they don't ask you difficult questions. It's a fairly simple process. And I don't understand why boneheads want to create difficult situations for themselves? Is it because they want to act tough? Oh, wait a second, no. This particular bonehead did it because he wanted to become famous. That's right, he wanted to become famous. I said it. Why? Because if you watch the video, which I will put the link to down below in the description, he had the camera set up and rolling specifically to pull up to this check station. So he had it in his head that he was going to cause trouble right off the bat. And he figured, because he knew it all, that he was in the right. Well, I hate to tell you this, and the officer schooled him. So I want you guys to listen to the video and watch it all the way through. The officer actually reads out the sections in the law that pertain to this situation to prove to this where this driver was in the wrong. But this guy was just so thick-headed that he wasn't going to listen to anything the officer said. Guys, it's simple. These check stations are all over Texas, Arizona, California. They have the agricultural stations in Florida. They're everywhere in the South. Okay, they're common. You're going to see them. Everyone that drives down there knows them. Anyone who hasn't been there, be prepared. You're going to come across these things. They're immigration check stations, okay? And they're going to ask you a simple question. Citizenship. What is your citizenship? Or they're going to say, are you an American citizen? Okay? It's simple. You just have to answer yes or no. And then you'll be on your way. As long as, you don't do anything that triggers off their interest in you, like, completely sweating down the face. You go, yeah, I'm an American citizen. Yeah, that would be wrong, because then they're going to pull you over. But, it's simple. You pull up. They say, what's your citizenship? You tell them. Canadian, American, Chinese, Japanese, Bulgarian. Doesn't matter. They just want to know. It's not against your rights. It's their right to ask. They have the right to detain you and stop you at these immigration stations. That's exactly what they are. But their name is. They're checking your immigration status. Why? Because it's all along the Mexican border. They're checking people that come in. Now, obviously, if you're a white guy like me coming across, chances you lying about your citizenship are slim to none, because, I don't look like a Mexican, even though I could be, but, anyway, whatever the case is, I've never had an issue with these. I've always pulled up, they said, citizenship, Canadian, see ya. That's it, you're gone. But this bonehead decided he wanted to be difficult. So, rather than go on here for 20 minutes talking about this bonehead, I'm going to let you guys click on the link down below and watch the video if you haven't already. And pass your own judgment. Those of you who want to side on his side and protect him and say, oh, he was in the right, you're full of shit. Okay? The officer laid it right out for him, read the law to him, and even so, it doesn't matter. Guys, what is with this obsession with some of you to go against law enforcement? I don't understand it. When they come up and ask you, it's not like the guy was aggressive towards him. It's not like he was talking to him in a demeaning manner. He was nice. He was asking him a simple question. And actually, the officer showed a lot of restraint and asked him numerous times, gave him numerous chances to, give up the information and just answer the question, and the guy just totally refused. The guy was a total dickhead, bonehead. And unfortunately, you see too many of these videos coming up because he watched some YouTube video or some Facebook video or some other guy doing it and thought, oh, this would be a fun idea because the guy got like 1 million views or whatever, so he figured, I'm going to go on YouTube, I'm going to become famous. Yeah, wrong fucking answer, okay? You're going to get your ass fired, thrown in jail, yanked out of a truck, handcuffed, possibly hurt, being yanked out of the truck. The list can go on, and the officers were in their full right to do what they did. In my opinion, you're lucky it wasn't me standing there, because I would have done a lot freaking worse to this bonehead. I would have body slammed him, I would have freaking boom right on the freaking head, and right in the side of the, I would have done all kinds of shit to him. But anyway, so he's lucky it wasn't me there. So yeah, check out the link down below, okay? All right, that wraps it up. And for the YouTube trucker news, yes, sir, Bob Trucker Rudy is giving something away. What could that be? I don't know. You'll have to go check him out to find out. And, of course, we've got Jade from the Jade and John Show. She's blowing something up. Huh? Oh, and that's right. There's Keith Pale Rider Lawson. He needs his floaties. And that leaves Hollywood Josh. Well, what can we say about Hollywood Josh? He's still Hollywood. Oh my God. That's right. Don't forget you heard it here first. Or maybe second. Okay, third, whatever. I'm happy with that. All right, boys and girls, that's it. That's all. If you like what you've seen and you like to see more of it, don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going to improve our content as we go here. We're just making it up as we go. Whatever. You know what I mean. Trying to bring you some important news from the trucking scene. And we will be doing more as far as the YouTube truckers go. Apparently, some of you seem to like that. I know I just did a quick, insight here. I'm going to be sending messages out to these individuals to see if they have any issues with me doing some stuff on them. I don't think they will. But whatever the case is, check us out every week, Sunday at 12 noon. This will be posted. We are also going to be doing another segment, possibly during the week, of something different. I'm not sure yet. It's just some ideas rattling around in this head, and as you can see by my pillow head, there's a lot of problems with that because it's just total mess. Whatever. All right, that's it. That's all, boys and girls. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Why? Because YouTube likes that, and I like it. I want to see those thumbs ups down there, and we'll talk to you next week.